YouTube, welcome to another beer review with me, Peter, the master of hoppets. Gonna do another beer review. It's gonna be a porter. I'm gonna use this mug again. I just used it for the Brooklyn Brown Ale. Felt like another beer. This is also a low ABV beer, actually, like the Brooklyn Brown Ale. It's the Anchor Porter. It's on 5.6% alcohol by volume, and it's the same size bottle, 355 milliliters. I've had this before, and as far as I recall, it's a really good porter. It says here, San Francisco's famous Anchor Porter brand is made in one of the smallest and most traditional breweries in the world by the brewers of Anchor Steam. Our old-fashioned porter is virtually handmade with an exceptional respect for the ancient art of brewing. We use 100% malted barley, generous amount of fresh whole hops, entirely natural carbonation, and a simple natural brewing process which is like no other in the world. The deep black color, the thick creamy head, and the intensely rich flavor of Anchor Porter, made in San Francisco since 1974, have earned this delicious and unique brew a worldwide reputation for outstanding quality. It is aesthetically pleasing and wholly superior in every respect. That's it. That's quite a lot of info on the bottle, actually. Yeah. Had this a couple of times, but let's just crack it open. It's from the Anchor Brewing company in San Francisco, California. Just the same usual Anchor Brewing cap on here, a brown one with an anchor. Just brown instead of, I think this Anchor Steam was blue, but let's get it poured into this dimpled mug. That's nice and dark looking. Nice color on this one. Quite dark looking. Almost, like a black brownish color with some ruby red notes coming through. Not as ruby red as the Brooklyn Brown Ale, but this got a decent amount of like reddish notes coming through the bottom of the glass as well. The head is almost 3 finger, 2.5 finger tall, quite frothy and tan, like brownish looking, but with some really big bubbles actually. But let's check out the aroma. Generous amount of roasted malt, some chocolatey, actually even grainy note. I get like a slight grainy note as well, and also a slight amount of coffee. That's a decent aroma. Your usual porter, actually. Reminds me a little of the Teddy Porter, just that this is slightly grainy as well. But it smells really nice. Let's dig in and give this porter a taste. That's pretty nice. Nice roasted flavor. A slight amount of hops. Slight amount of dark fruits as well. Also the coffee is definitely there, especially in the aftertaste. So I'm like, yeah, the fruitiness is mostly from the dark fruits. The grain was only in the nose, in the aroma. There's no graininess at all in the beer itself. Maybe like slightly bready, actually. Slightly, just like toasted bread. But overall, it's definitely a solid porter. Definitely a beer that is worth checking out, in my opinion. The chocolate isn't as much in here. It's also got this slightly tartness. It's like it's like it tastes like dark fruits, then some kind of tart fruitiness, which is probably because of the dark fruit, and then the hops blended in as well, in some kind of tart combination. Solid porter, definitely. It's actually really nice. Like it's slightly warm actually. It's not chilled, but the chocolate flavor It really grows on you more as you sip it. Yeah, definitely does. Especially in the aftertaste of the beer. There's much more chocolate there now than it was in the beginning. But it's nice. It's a good beer. Rating wise, and you can just slug this down easily. Also, especially because it's only 5.6% alcohol. So actually quite refreshing as well. Decent lacing on here. I don't know if you can see that because it's a dimpled mug, but decent lacing. But yeah, rating wise, I'm going to rate this an 80. It's a solid beer. Definitely worth checking out. An 80 for the Anchor Porter, guys. I actually like this one. It's not as good as the Teddy Porter though, in my opinion. I prefer the Teddy Porter, but this one is still pretty good as well. This is slightly more hoppy. Yeah, that's it for this beer review, guys. Comment, subscribe, thumbs up, and all that stuff, you know. Thanks for watching, and I'm gonna say cheers, and I will see you guys in the next beer review.